how to install the Hawk VX calving camera system. The system we're going to install today is a multiple camera system with a 200 meter range. Your content should include 3 video cables. They'll be all grey unless you have a microphone, you'll have a different colour one. 1 video processor box or multiplexer, 1 transmitter receiver, 1 bracket for the transmitter, 2 Hawk VX cameras. If you've ordered 3 cameras, you'll have 3 cameras and 4 cables. 4 cameras will be 5 cables. First thing to do is to open the box and remove the first camera. You should have a base for mounting bracket, centre of the bracket, the Hawk VX calving camera with 15 meter night vision and colour day vision, and a 12 volt 1 amp power adapter. Make sure it's a 12 volt 1 amp. All the power adapters are the same, however the cameras are 12 volt 1 amp, transmitter, receiver and multiplexer are 12 volt 500 milliamp. Next thing we do is we're going to get a grey 75-foot power signal cable, and this will run power to the camera and picture to the multiplexer. So we're going to attach the BNC, it's going to push and turn, and then we're going to connect in the power of the unit. So this cable is now set up ready to go. Next you find the location in the shed where you want to put the camera. You screw the base to the wall and you're going to attach the bracket to the camera. You just simply screw the base onto the bracket like so, and then you place this on the wall, and then the camera can be mounted from the top or you can mount it from the bottom. To mount from the bottom, simply screw it in gently and then adjust the plastic lever to your tightness. Adjust the angle and that's your camera set up. Next we're going to get out the Hawk VX multiplexer box, which allows you to run up to 4 cameras off one system. Contents of the box should be 1 TV AV cable to connect it to the TV or the transmitter if it's wireless, 1 remote control to control the box, 1 12 volt 500 milliamp plug, and the Hawk VX calving camera multiplexer. You have a variety of buttons on the front for functions, and the back of the box you have 4 cameras inputs. You can install 4 cameras on it, 2 outputs to install to 2 TVs or 2 transmitters. So now what we have the first camera here set up. What we're going to do, we're going to plug it in with the 12 volt 1 amp plug which came with it. We simply plug it in here, connect that to the power, and the camera's powered ready to go. For the other end of the cable, the BNC, we're going to connect this to camera 1. You just push and turn, that's connected to camera 1. That's your first camera set up on it. And then to connect the second camera, we have the second one set up here. Now the second camera, we're going to use a slightly different cable because we're going to explain how to set up the camera with a microphone if you purchase the microphone. So what you normally get with a microphone is called an inline microphone. It looks like this, and basically the camera and the mic are in line with each other. This connects to the camera. The little hole here is the microphone, and then at the other end you have 3 cables: audio, picture signal and power. So what we do now is we connect this microphone to the camera like so, and that's it connected to the camera. The other end of the cable comes out, it splits in 3. For this we're going to use a slightly different cable. It's an audio video power cable, and what it does, it'll run audio, video and power in one. It'll run power up through the camera into the microphone. So what we're going to do, first we're going to connect the yellow, which is the signal, the white, which is the audio, and the red, which is the power. Next we use our 12 volt 1 amp plug, and we have that powered up like so. Now then you have the yellow and the white connections left. What we're going to do, we're going to connect the yellow to camera 2 on the multiplexer, like so. So that now is the two cameras are set up, powered up, ready to go. Now we're going to use the multiplexer to split the signal of the cameras so we can transmit up to 4 cameras on one signal. Now we're going to open our transmitter receiver system. What the box should include should be 2 12-volt 500 milliamp power adapters, 1 TV AV receiver which connects to the TV, 1 TV phono cable, 1 transmitter, 1 aerial and 1 short AV transmitter cable. What we do now, first thing we do is we attach the aerial onto the transmitter. We screw it on gently, like so. Then we have a yellow and white AV cable. This connects to the in on the transmitter. Just place it there. Connects to in on the transmitter. That's the transmitter ready to go now. What we do is we get our 75-foot power signal cable, the third one, which we have left, and we basically put this on the wall of the shed outside with the mounting bracket. It screws onto the bottom and then you attach it to the wall of the shed. The ideal situation is you would cut a foot square of plywood, back screw it onto the steel, attach this to the plywood and attach the transmitter in line of view with the house. You should put this in an IP box or a waterproof plastic box. What we do now, we get our final 75-foot power signal cable and we connect it to the transmitter. This end here goes to the power, DC 12-volt in, and this twists onto the yellow of the signal. The other end of this comes back to the output, monitor out, VCR out. I'm going to put this on monitor out, so it's feeding the signal out. Next, we use the power adapter which came with the multiplexer. I'm going to plug this in, and that's the multiplexer powered up.
No.
Okay, what we're going to do now, we're going to connect the microphone to the transmitter. We have the yellow, red and white cable coming back. Red is going to the power, yellow is going to camera 2, and we have our input here for the microphone. So what we're going to do now is we're going to simply use the white connection, connect A into B, and we have that set up. What we're going to do now is we're going to power this up and let you preview it on the TV. What we've done now, we've connected the multiplexer directly to the back of the TV, and we also have a wireless receiver showing the split or transmitted image. Firstly, when you connect the receiver to the TV, or if you're connecting the multiplexer directly to TV, it goes into the yellow phono socket on TV. If you don't have a phono socket, you can get a SCART adapter like we have and connect the yellow for the signal and the white for the audio. If you don't have a lot of room between receiver and TV, you can get a 75-foot power signal cable or 75-foot phono cable, which will allow you to run the receiver 75 foot away from the TV. Also, with the handheld wireless receiver, you can see on it there's an image split in 4. That's for 4 cameras. So you can run up to 4 cameras off it. It's portable, it's rechargeable with 2.5-inch colour screen. You can also bring each camera up to full view. 1, 2, up to 4 cameras. However, if you have a few options here, picture in picture, 4 pictures. If you had 4 cameras, you could have 4 pictures in pictures, or you could have auto scroll function as well.